Hey everybody, Shama32 here. Welcome to the channel. We're here today to react to the 7th episode of Season 2 of Blake 7. This one is entitled Killer. Ooh. Hopefully YouTube lets me say that word. I know it bleeps or it does awkward stuff in some people's videos, but fingers crossed will be okay. I can always just put it on title. You guys all know it, right? We'll see what happens whether this video goes up. Anyhow, I'm feeling a bit weird at the moment because I'm still not 100% well. You might have seen it in the community tab, or if you saw my Doctor Who or Blake 7 stuff. I'm feeling better than I was. It's just earlier I got a little bit back again, so I'm feeling a bit... Apologies if I'm a bit all over the place, but my voice doesn't carry the same way. Now, last episode was really good. It was great. It was something that I would had hoped after the episode before, which I'm going to try not to touch on too much because I don't want to cry. But it was something that was needed with Blake. He felt his guilt and his realization, the way he's been treating his crew and how he's been overzealous and things like that. And he got how he could get somebody else killed and he didn't want to do that. So he left because he thought that was the best option. And then he gave the decision to them and also himself. Like if he didn't come back, because he'd had time to think. It's like, should I come back? Am I going to be better off alone? Are they going to be better off without me? I liked how he did it. Like, okay, he just left. Then he left the message because they worked out something. But I like how he let them decide. So if he turned up and they weren't there, he knows that, like, no, we don't want you back. Or if they turned up and he wasn't there, they would know that, okay, he doesn't want to be here, you know? So it was really well done, and like I liked Zill. It was interesting. I could see how some people wouldn't like them. The costume was funny, but then again, it's back then lowish budget. I know this budget for this season's higher than season 1, but it's still BBC. It's going to be relatively low. It's a funny costume. Well performed. Whoever played Zill, I don't know their name at all, but they did really well. It was part of their performance was what made me like Zill, you know? They did really well. Even because I didn't find... I only found the tongue, like, licking thing like a lizard creepy, like, the first 2 times it did it, and then it was just like, okay. It was really well done. The performance was fantastic. But, like, I liked Zill taught him things. Like, Zill thought he was a baby, a newborn baby, and she was protecting him, and I thought that was so sweet. And it was sad that Zill died, but it is a parasite or bacteria. Can't remember the term that Avon used. I don't know, but it was an interesting thing because it was interesting because it just like it was the planet was a living organism. And I think Blake like tipped it over the edge to having too many, so it was purging itself of everything to make itself healthy, which is sad. But there was eggs there that wouldn't be destroyed, and the cycle would begin again. But then we had the Travis stuff, which I will say, I did say it last time. I am okay with the new Travis now. I actually really liked him last episode. He was freaking brilliant last episode. He was so good. Like I think. I don't do well with changes and stuff like that. Recast, recast. Like I don't even like cover songs. People who cover songs a lot. If it's a song that I like and somebody else covers it, I can't listen to the cover version. Like with the Beauty and the Beast live action, Josh Groban did a cover of Evermore, which is sung by Dan Stevens in the film. It's my favorite Disney song. I have not listened to the Josh Groban one. I can't do it. So like recasting the same kind of thing. It's just really difficult for me to come to terms with, but I was okay with him the second appearance of him, but last episode, like, I'm absolutely fine. Like, he was really, really good. It felt like 2 separate episodes in a way. Somebody else in the comments said something about that as well. And I hadn't really thought of it at the time, but then when they said that, I looked back and it was like, yeah, it did actually feel like 2 episodes, and I've been thinking over the past week, like they could have done it where they had the Blake stuff first and they ended with them attacking the station, or like find the first shot at the station And then the next episode's the Travis stuff all the way through. And then like 5-10 minutes from the end, the station gets attacked and we realise, oh, wait, it's the same, it's that moment again. And then we see the last 5-10 minutes is the actual attack on the station. They could have done it that way. That would have been really interesting. Like people probably would have been like, where's the crew? Where's Blake? I don't want a whole episode of Travis. I would have been fine with that because I actually really like Travis in that one. And Servalan is Servalan gets more evil every time. I fucking love it because she's awesome. Like her style, her outfits are so cool, and I know her name. I know it. It's like right there, but I hate when I get this. Like I have had it with Blake, Gareth Thomas. That's it. Like my head started blanking on that. Then I had it with Gareth Thomas's name for a while. Like I knew it, but it's like too far back at my vision. Like if it was a peripheral vision thing, it was too far back for me to be able to see enough to be able to say what it was. She's brilliant. Like she is evil. Like he knew she was. He knew she was watching. He knew all of it, and it was he got out. Thanks to Blake, was really helpful. Like, but I completely imagine him having got out on his own without that. He would have found a way. Like he would have had something planned. Like, and then he just changed his plan on the fly. But I like what you said. Like, yes, I kill. Like, if I'm guilty of doing this, so are all of you. What a fucking point. With the way you've seen their like military and stuff like that, he has got a bloody point. I like my favorite thing. I said I wasn't going to touch on the previous episode. I'm not going to completely because I would get emotional. I like how they mentioned Gan. They didn't just like a lot of shows. Character gets killed off. Next episode, everybody's absolutely fine, cheery, carry on with that. And then in that episode or the episode after, replacement character, you know? But they mentioned him. The camera focused on the empty chair. Blake was obviously affected by it. That's why he went off. He realised everything. They said, what would Gan do in this? And like I think Villa said, I miss Gan. I really liked how they kept, like, that was to be honest, that was one of the most ways they'd used him in the entire thing. Gan was not used enough. Like, I know they ripped themselves into a corner with, like, the way they did his implant. They could have discovered something that was like, this might actually disable it. Even if they can't get it out, they could disable it, you know? They could have found ways around it. But I can understand why he would be the one to get killed off. I can understand it. Still salty about it, but I can understand it. Now, I wonder what the crew's going to be like now that Blake, we had all that stuff last episode with Blake, and Gan's still going to be present in like their minds. Obviously, he will be. He was their crew member. He was their friend, family. He's still going to be present in their minds, but I wonder how it's going to affect things, how things are going to be. Have they not moved on, but you know what I mean? Like, are they moving forward? It's like, it's what Gan would want them to do. Like he said, because he did say, go, I'm not worth it. He fucking was. But he wanted them to survive. He would want them to carry on together. So I'm interested to see how we do that. Now, I'm interested to see, I know there are other characters that get introduced at some point. I don't know if it's going to be this episode. It'd be interesting. But I'm thinking it possibly won't be this episode we meet somebody new. Or at least they don't join the crew this time. Because of how long they took to introduce all the main crew in season 1, I feel like they're going to take their time with it because they've done that so far. Like, I don't think we should have Travis again this one. Space it out a little bit. Oh, yeah, I'm really interested, especially with the title of the episode. I am really worried that the title of the episode I should bleep out or put titles because some people say unalive and stuff like that. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. You will know. Because I would have bleeped out or my voice might have been muted by YouTube. We don't know. I'm speculating. I'm still not 100% well, so I'm even more all over the place than usual. And I've also, if you hear an alarm or anything like that, I do have an alarm on my phone because I do have to go out after doing this. And I've set an alarm about when I should leave. So if you hear that, apologies. My phone's quite loud when it has this alarm because I need it. Yeah, apologies if you hear that. But if you enjoy the reaction, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, give the notification bell a tick. You'll know when the next episode goes live. Let's get going with the reaction in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ba, 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 ba. I said it last time. When Gareth Thomas leaves, I wonder how the opening credits are going to change. Ba-ba. Apologise if I shout, because this is okay volume for me to listen to, but because I got new noise cancelling, my voice sounds muffled to me, so I might end up shouting without knowing it at some point, so apologies. But I like the volume so far. Although that can get to my ears. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing the title change without Blake in it, if they do that. I need a statue of that ship. When I move, I've got posters for the Doctor Who films with Peter Cushing.
Yes.
Let me see you located.
Okay, they're getting used to it, but I want a poster of Blake 7 up there behind me as well, alongside it. Okay, this was a weird start. What is... I wonder what that bit was about, the training, because it just seemed like we were dropped in the middle of a conversation there, and that was a bit of a weird start. We got a black outfit back. I'm so glad. He looks the best in black, he does. Although the silver... Ooh, I like that. That looks like a... I would have that as a painting on my wall. That looked beautiful. But he does look best in black. The silver one grew on me, but he looks best there. It looks like they've put like an image over the top, you know? That was really interesting. Beautiful.
They're a mile from the Q base.
Sure, minute.
What is it? We've picked something up.
Oh, no.
There it is, look. The
Where?
spectro says it's ferrous.
Could still be a meteor a long way off.
There is a trail behind it, if that's what I'm looking at. I just thought it was a big
It's
star.
certainly not a meteor.
Incredible.
Whoa!
The oldest ship you'll ever see, Wanderer class, the first Earth ships to reach deep space.
Oh, wow.
600-700 years.
Wow! What? Looks a bit... Is that shadow on it, or is that, like, it looked a bit dirty, you know?
It must have been lifted here.
And then set adrift? Why?
Maybe it was being carried on a ship,
Callie, there can hardly be any danger.
so you can detect it.
I detect life.
Human life?
I like the... Okay, they're using her ability again. Awesome.
There is something.
Maybe it's in stasis again.
I'm confused.
I'm thinking maybe stasis again, like in season 1. So they better be freaking careful if they do it. If they go again, oh, go look at it. Why are they sending a rocket off? Why are we down on this planet in the first place?
Attention! Sensors indicate
That rocket's going to hit the thing?
A missile?
No, it can't be. They can't have spotted Liberator. We've got the blind down.
Yeah, because Avon did something that's... Didn't he? So they're unless they're like in visual range, they can't see them, you know?
7 centuries, it just doesn't seem possible.
It isn't. And that is what is worrying me.
Yeah.
Are you all right, Callie?
She's not.
They're watching.
Who?
What?
What are you talking about? Callie, what are you picking up?
I like the fact he's actually listening to her now.
But Blake, there is something malignant on that ship.
Maybe it got captured centuries ago and they captured it here and then it's being used by something else. That's Albury Power Station again. Sorry, my dad used to work there. Like, I see it every day when I'm taking my daughter to school. But that was Albury Power Station. Which means that's probably the bet. Like, that could be along the Severn. Like, it makes me happy that the fact that I keep seeing that there. It makes me smile and make me think of my dad. Whoa! Love the puffer jacket cloak thingy.
Have you checked with 6 and 6?
Yes, sir, there is something there.
What?
They're watching it, sir, but it won't come nearer than 200,000 miles.
They're talking about the old ship, I bet.
What will Dr. Belfry do with it, sir?
He'll bring it back to his laboratories and analyze it, then analyze what he's analyzed. I could never understand why a scientist of his eminence should choose to bury himself here.
Like every face I see in this, I'm going to be wondering, do I know him from somewhere? Because I know like the main, not judge, but the guy in front of the trial last time, he was in Coronation Street. Not that I ever watched it, but I knew his face. And then I found out afterwards. And like Doctor Who on Monday, somebody from Are You Being Served was in it. There's still no explanation so far of why we're here. I'm not obvious in the slightest. Okay, that's really him. He's fucking fast. He was booking it then, wasn't he? Fair play. Around the corner into the left. Fair enough. Oh, I like that green. Sorry, I'm thinking of different colours when we move on the walls. Should be at least two, in next 2 months, hopefully.
He's the base commander. This is the command center. It has a certain logic, wouldn't you say?
Well, he might be on holiday.
I love this pairing. I love this. Put on those things. Put on those things and hide.
Put this on.
But put it on. Who are they going after? Are they going after the scientists they were talking about?
This information will be relayed as obtained through the auxiliary monitor.
Okay.
Still worried? It's not our concern, you know.
I don't like mysteries.
Yeah.
Zen, range the R scanners on that ship again.
Why was there a rocket sent off?
That salvager will be making hull contact within the hour. I think they should be warned.
Well, what about?
There's life aboard.
I like that.
The salvagers are manned by Federation personnel.
They're human.
I need proof of that.
I like the fact that, like, okay, they're Federation, but they're still human and they're just doing their job type thing. I like that. He's more sympathetic already. It's really good for him. And I'm not sure whether I would prefer Avon in this or the red leather, you know?
Hello, Tynus.
Avon.
Oh, he knows him!
Something called a teleport system. It beats shuttles.
Come into my quarters. It's safer there.
So we know this guy. Okay.
Phosphron may be a hole in the middle of nowhere, but we still get Federation gossip.
That's why we're here.
Uh-huh.
Tynus, you really didn't think that I dropped in to talk over old times.
No.
Blake sent us. The Federation have started transmitting A-line messages using a new pulse code. We need to break that code.
So if the guy's actually good, he's just working for the Federation.
Remember, we trained together.
That code is unbreakable without a TP crystal tuned into that pulse.
Exactly. That's what we've come for.
No, I can't do it.
You can. And you will.
Sorry, I really like his smile. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We need that crystal, Tynus. You must have a spare. They always supply two.
Uh-huh.
Federation security is in charge of all sensitive stores.
That's why they got Villa with them. Have they still got the code breaker from season 1? Is that what they're going to use the crystal for?
A little malfunction there. Then apply for the replacement crystal and we'll take the old one. We don't mind second-hand goods, do we, Villa?
No, we're not fussy.
I know what you're asking.
I know exactly what I'm asking. What's your answer?
I have to think about it. I must go.
They can listen in on him though now.
Yes, I always knew you had a friend. I used to say to people, I bet Avon's got a friend somewhere in the galaxy.
And you were right. That must be a novel experience for you.
I love these two together.
We're trying, sir, but the signal was so powerful it knocked everything out, even the landline.
Okay.
Get this message to Dr. Belfry. I think it's intended for his department.
Oh no, he's warning. Oh no.
Make sure this message is A-line to Federation Headquarters Command.
Right, sir.
Oh mate, really? He's fucking hell. He's screwing them over.
Nervous?
Just careful.
Don't trust him.
A few hours ago, our detectives picked up some space debris. We sent a ship to investigate.
Well, I suppose it could be from Blake. He has these generous impulses.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't our detectives pick up the Liberator?
Anti-detection screen, one of Avon's gadgets. We're expecting it to break down any time.
I wouldn't have told him about it, because now he can tell his people to counteract it, you know?
Is there something wrong with your memory, Tynus? You owe me.
Ooh, why does he owe him?
We were in a fraud together.
Ooh.
When I was arrested, I kept my mouth shut.
So that he
If
could
I
keep
hadn't,
his inside
old
person.
friend, you would be sweating out the rest of your life on a convict planet.
Or he could have been a member of the crew, you know?
And now I'm collecting.
Nice. When Avon holds out the hand of friendship, watch his other hand. That's the one with the hammer.
Ah, sir. This came about the recovery team.
Is that like white men being the scientists?
Spacecraft may contain hostile life. That's a joke.
That's the message.
Who sent it?
Nobody seems to know.
What's Tyner's doing?
Okay, so he's not the scientist.
This base is full of psychotics.
You think the signal's a hoax?
No, this message was sent before anyone could have known what that recovery team would find. And it does say quite categorically, derelict spacecraft.
You're going to take it seriously, then?
But you want to be careful just in case.
Docking in about 20 minutes.
Good. Alert the station. We want full quarantine around the landing bay. The whole operation will be remote videoed. Everything we've practiced.
Right.
Yeah, you even if it's not true, you want to be careful just in case. He's being careful. I like that.
If there's anything in this message, I suppose this could be a little piece of history.
A high point in your scientific career, Gambrel.
Is it a doc? I'm losing fucking track. I'm sorry.
The crystal runs the spectrum from bands L to Y up to 30,000 megahertz. All you have to do is mess up the feedback from the converter, and the effect will show a fault on the crystal.
I see you haven't forgotten your stuff.
I don't see any problem.
Except for the fact that he's already warned somebody that there's somebody in there, hasn't he?
Is there any time that the section is unattended?
No, it's manned all the time. 3 operators, day and night. The only chance I can see...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't do it.
He's allowed to be worried, I suppose.
Is the greatest hazard here. Oxygen-rich atmosphere.
Oh.
I shall need to look the job over first.
That can be arranged.
Avon, this whole thing is stretching
Yeah.
out. Blake won't want to wait.
Blake will have to wait.
10 hours?
That is what Avon has reported.
The guy's stalling them.
Shall I call them back?
No. Without that crystal, we'll never break the Federation pulse code.
There's something. The guy's screwing with them. He's delaying everything.
Got the scanners at maximum range. The first sign of trouble, we pull out.
If they come at us from behind phosphorin, they're going to be on us before we know it.
Come on. Why did it show Aurak then?
The histories of every Wanderer Class 1 ever built.
Okay. That noise. Arr!
The only ship not accounted for is K-47.
Yeah.
That went missing 700 years ago in the vicinity of 61 Cygni. The names of the crew were Kemp, Warden, and Toba. Furthermore...
Thank you, Aurak.
Further... Blake was being so good. I was liking him again. And he said, furthermore, that's going to come back and bite me in the ass.
I'm going to teleport down.
What about Avon and Villa?
Well, they've got enough to do.
Yes, but what about Federation security?
What if the first sign of trouble, I'll come back up? Jenna, I have been down before. I'm sorry.
I like that. He's apologising.
All right.
Okay, she caved on that a bit quickly. Okay, stay puffed.
Remote recovery units, Red 0.
What the fuck?
Boarding team, stand by.
I just can't get it out of my head. Sorry, now I want to watch Ghostbusters. Oh, same kind of ship as the prison ship in the first series.
Approach complete. Boarding team proceed.
Sorry, they look so... That was fucking lucky break. But they look so freaking stupid. What the hell is... That is the weirdest outfit I've ever seen.
Quarantine instructions will be carried out. Boarding party about to enter.
Good.
Oh, Blake's going to pass out or something now, isn't he?
And who's that fool in the evacuation tunnel?
I don't know, sir.
Well, get him out of it.
Come out of there, you idiot. Come on, man. Look, there's an access port right in front of you.
Find out who it is.
Hurry, man.
I like that,
These fittings break off in your hands.
Must be stinking centuries.
Oh, no, be careful.
Bring the second spot over.
I want to know what the furthermore part meant. I hope Jenna activates Aurak again so she can find out, you know?
We've been over the whole ship now.
Well, all right, put the remains in an anti-contamination bag. Bring them down to Dr. Weiler, will you?
Right, sir.
This is the one I've just fished out of the evacuation area, sir.
Does he recognise him? No?
I told him I teleported here. He didn't believe me.
Well, Gambrel's like that, I'm afraid.
Read this.
He's the one that sent in the message. It's the same message, isn't it?
Service history of that ship you've got in the landing bay. I sent you a warning about it earlier.
Ooh.
Well, according to the Federation, I'm a political criminal. My name is Blake.
Yes, but then we're absent-minded scientists, you see. In fact, we've forgotten your name already.
Nice. I like that. He's like, this is just a guy doing his job. Blake's like realizing they're not all evil. They're just people doing their jobs and all that. Oh, God. That's that guy, innit? Is that Avon Villa? Okay. Whew, I thought he was going to fuck him over again, you know? Is that it? I can't quite see. It's too bright. Don't make it too obvious, Avon. Come on. Are they not going to be suspicious of that in the slightest? Really? That was too easy.
Tynus, you will give us all the time we need.
Oh, that thing's going to be possessed, or is it going to be have a parasite in it? And it's going to... Oh, God. If I scream and jump or not microphone or anything like that, I apologize.